Hello and welcome to NSK's PV Power Hour for January 21st, 2018. My name is Yoshi, and I am a dude that podcasts for the website newschoolcotton.com. And I'm joined, as always, by Charlie Draco Cowden. What's up, man?
Yo,
Dead tired.
yeah, well, yeah, overworked.
Yep.
Overworked my very out of shape body. Let's put it that way.
Is that why you're contemplating working out and stuff earlier this
Um,
week?
no, that's related but different.
Yeah.
No, I'm in terrible shape, and
Me too.
I can tell because even just standing up for an hour makes my legs feel tired.
Well, thankfully, I don't have that issue, but I know for a fact I'm out of shape. But yeah.
So, yeah.
So let's New Year's resolution: get in better shape, and then I'll
Mm-hmm.
forget about it in a week or so.
And eat better.
Yeah, sure. I will try. No, no, probably not. All right, so we're here to talk. Sorry, we missed last week, guys. We do have lives, so
I was busy.
Draco's busy. I mean, I could have done a show by myself if I tried, but I didn't want to, so I did a stream on Friday night, and don't forget that's happening at twitch.tv/newskaidan, just the same as the podcast here. So let's start up. We're going to try something new this week. That's towards the end of the show. We'll explain before we get in there, but let's talk about Pimm's Life is a Game.
No, if only.
Well, what kind of game is my question, my follow-up question to this?
A very shitty one.
Yeah. Is it a game based on, like, how many lives you have, how many units you have left?
It's
Because that's a shitty life, too.
It's a game based on how many likes you get.
How many likes you get
Yeah.
on YouTube?
Or Instagram or whatever.
Well, on YouTube, Pims has 154 likes and no dislikes, so good on them.
Oh boy.
So Pims, they released a couple of real clunkers last year. One that I remember specifically was the one where they were in a school and it was this super straightforward idol pop song that wasn't all that good. So for me, this is a much, much better effort.
Yeah.
You don't sound very excited about this.
Um. Well, when I first listened to it, it was good,
Uh-huh.
and then the second listen to it, it was not so good.
Really?
Yeah.
What changed?
It got old real quick.
Interesting.
It's just like I I don't know. I was hearing things in the first version that I didn't hear in the second. In the first listen, I should say. Like, I thought one of them was singing much deeper than she is,
Mm-hmm.
um, which made it more interesting the first time. And the second time I listened to it, it's like, oh, that's not there.
You sure it's not the crappy rapping in the middle?
There is that. And if she sang in that voice, maybe it would have been more interesting.
Mm.
So yeah, it didn't. I don't know. Didn't work out for me too well. It's not a bad song. I definitely enjoyed listening to it, but
I think it's really
not
good.
as good as I first hoped.
Yeah. I think it's refreshing to hear the song because, for one, this is not really an idol-y sound. It's more dance and vocal, the typical, Avex style dance and vocal kind of song. And that was my first impression was, okay, this is a little different from like a typical idol pop song. It's got a little more attitude, little sassy. They're trying to go for the sexiness, I guess. That's obvious.
Bling
in the
ring
PV.
sexy.
Bling ring for sure, sexy, and then she is so nasty.
Tasty and juicy.
Yep. So they're trying to go for something you know, tasty, juicy, and sexy. It's I don't know. I don't know what that is. It's like a
Tasty,
fruit that's
taste,
like a human or something.
tasty and juicy. I want to be your princess.
Yeah, it's like a strawberry that's a human that wants to be a princess or something. I don't know what it is. So,
Melon pond.
y- sure. I mean, I don't know if bread can be juicy. Certainly tasty.
No, I wouldn't say juicy.
Or is it oleo that you have an issue with? Because they say oleo.
No. No.
It's pretty great. So I think the melody's really catchy, especially the chorus. It definitely leaves an impression. The verse is okay. The rap part's kind of cheesy and corny, but it's whatever. I think the rest of the song is fine, and it was kind of unexpected from them, so I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, I mean, we're used to cheesy and corny, so
Yeah.
that's no big surprise there.
I mean, there is a
But-
limit, though, for me.
Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely.
Cheesy at a certain point turns into awkward and cringy. So,
It turns into embarrassment.
yeah. I feel embarrassed watching.
Yeah.
At a certain point. So, this is not that. I think it's really well done as a song. Really catchy.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Yeah. I definitely like it more than you do. The PV. It's like it looks like they're about to break up initially because it's like this behind the scenes footage. They're like, "Okay, let's form a circle and get hype for the performance or whatever, right?"
Mm-hmm.
And then the rest of the PV is the members in a set with a couple of light tubes, light bulbs, and performing in front of it in black curtains with behind the scenes footage spliced in randomly.
Whereas the other video would say nanotube lights.
Right, sure. And a weird thing, I guess, is that some of the members are very scantily dressed and take even more clothes off. I'm thinking mostly the center girl.
Yeah.
She doesn't have very much clothing on, and then at a certain point, she half wears her jacket in a choreo dance move, and some of the members are at least grinding. I don't know if that's part of the choreo, but there's like a slow motion ass grind close up, which is pretty awkward. And
Oh, is this the one with the close up
Unnecessary.
of the skirt?
I don't know about the skirt, but there's the girl wearing like really tight leather pants
Oh no, this isn't
and
it. 'Cause
grinding.
There's no one in knee high socks in this one.
Yeah, so they're being nasty, like the lyrics say,
Yeah.
and yeah.
I wonder where that comes from, because that's not typical.
What?
Being nasty.
Well, if you want to ask Lisa from Blackpink, she will tell you she wants to be pretty and nasty. And she will be the Bonnie to your Clyde.
Yeah, but that's totally different. That's not. This isn't necessarily typical for J-pop.
Right. It's
Idols.
kind of odd to hear it here.
Well, and the choreo too is a little odd.
Sexual.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's part of the choreo though. It's just a certain like when it gets to the bridge rap part. I don't know if that's actual choreo. It just looks like random shots of the members dancing. It's hard to tell for me.
Yeah, I don't know. It very well could be. Because
Yeah.
there's more than one shot of her doing that.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know exactly what the hell is real.
They're definitely more. I won't say more sexualized, but more blatantly sexualized dance moves.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's that grinding with the ass shots and stuff.
Generally, idols are a little more subtle about it than that. Unless they're.
It
easy
depends,
fun.
though.
Yeah, it does. It depends on what.
I mean,
the
if you
theme
look at
is.
choreo from, like, Nagiichi, NMB, That was pretty blatant, the way they arch their back and bend forward and cross their arms. They were definitely going for something.
Yeah.
So, all right. Anything else on this?
God, this preview is really dull.
It's dull, but it's nicely shot, I think.
Yeah, it's nicely shot, and there's some good shots of the members, but yeah, you said more about it than I could remember.
Mm-hmm.
It's really dull.
It is. No, it is.
So I got nothing else.
Right.
I'd give the song like a 77. It's okay. The PV I'd give like a 68. It's yeah, it's just despite all the lewdness in it, it's really not that interesting. Maybe I'm just desensitized as hell to it.
You need more lewd.
Or less in my life.
Yeah. I'll give the PV a 72. I think it's not shot nicely. I think the set looks okay. I wish they did more than that. So the dullness is definitely there. I'm going to give the song an 84. I think it's really catchy, good energy. Hearing the different voices, it's unique. Because each member sounds different, which is always appreciated. And the rapping part's not great, but it makes sense with the song. They're trying to go for that dance and vocal kind of style, so, you know, something that, like, fairies would do, I guess.
It's not terrible. I've heard
What are you
worse.
implying? Fairies is
worse.
terrible?
No.
No.
No, I can't really recall any of fairies rapping.
There is. Nomotosora is, like, the rapper.
Yeah, but I don't remember any, so.
Because
it must not have been bad enough to remember or good enough to remember.
Dance and vocal rapping is very forgettable most of the time. So, alright, that's Pimm's Life is a Game. Next up, Koutei Camera Actress, Migi Hidari.
Left, right, left, right.
Yep.
Left.
So
Although
Koutei...
I can never remember which one's left and which one's right.
Hidari's left, Migi's right.
Okay.
Koutei Camera are back with a new group. They broke up the group, Koutei Camera Girl, in exactly basically a year ago. They broke them up in January of 2017, and they reformed them into another group with new members, and they call them Koutei Camera Actress.
So what did they do with the rest of them?
Well, they're all completely new members.
Oh.
That first group is gone. It's dead.
Okay.
It's fucking dead.
Okay.
So yeah, new group, basically. But similar sound. They are going for the... I don't know what to exactly call it. This song is specifically drum and bass sounding with rapping in it. They're labeled as a rap EDM group, so we'll go with that, I guess.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd go so far as say EDM, but...
I mean, EDM isn't just the shit that we hear.
I don't know. I think I'd probably go more like synth pop than EDM.
Yeah. I think synth pop is a little more, like, easy on the ears. I think this is a little more aggressive.
Yeah, I can't say I really know the difference. So are the members actually actresses?
I don't know. I'm gonna say no.
Probably not. Yeah, I'm gonna say no too, just because. Probably not.
Yeah. Because the acting here is not so much acting, it's just, hey, you be yourself, so it's not like we can tell if they're acting or not.
Yeah.
So, the members are like fake working at places or doing daily life stuff, and that's the entire PV basically. You know, one girl is like doing laundry, one girl's making drinks at a bar, one girl is just hitting baseballs at a batting cage.
Not very well.
Yeah.
Why isn't she wearing a helmet?
Uh,
Especially as close as she gets to get hit a couple times.
as long as you don't stand in front of the plate, you're fine. So it's all right. I think she'll be fine.
Yeah, she gets pretty close on a couple times to getting hit,
Yeah.
but that's her own fault.
Yeah. But I don't really get this PV. I don't know what they were trying to go for. I don't know if they were just trying to humanize the members or whatever, but it just feels weirdly surreal.
Yeah, well, interesting. Yeah, there's not much to this. It's there's no like indication that hey, this is what we like doing or anything like that. So it's
Yeah.
just like, oh hey, we're gonna randomly throw you in a baseball cage to hit some balls.
Yeah. This is basically slice of life.
Yeah, but with no explanation on why.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think you need to explain why slice of life happens. It just happens. It's your life. You do laundry. You work
Yeah.
at a bar. You feel like hitting baseballs. You go to batting cage. I don't think we
guess.
need to see the motivations behind that. But because of that, I think this PV is just bland and
Yeah.
uninteresting.
Yep. And it's not even really good at saying, hey, this is the members, right?
Right.
I had more enjoyment watching them walk in the mud of the beach and spin around a cart than the rest of the PV.
Yeah. I think I also have an issue with the fact that they're not singing the lyrics at all. So I can't attribute who's singing what. Maybe
Yeah.
they sing every line together, all four of them or something, but I somehow doubt that's the case. So I really want to hear each member sing separately, but I don't know who's singing where. So
Yeah, me either.
I think that's a missed opportunity for a
Yeah.
debuting group. Is always like you have to showcase who sounds like what, who is who, make each member look a little bit different so we can tell them apart. Like I think those things are essential for like first time viewing.
They definitely make most of the members look different. Well, at least
For
half
sure,
of the
but
group.
the easy way out is to color coordinate your members, right? Like, oh, you're red, you're pink, you're blue. They don't do that, and that's not their thing. I mean, Koutei Camera Girl was not that kind of group either, so it makes
No.
sense.
This
But
one is more hairstyle than color.
right, and the outfits they're wearing are just casual street clothes too, so it's not like that
Yeah.
makes it any different.
Right.
I think the way you would do this, you would handle this, is to have the members sing, separately.
Yeah.
So that you can attribute their voices. Like, oh, this is the girl with the beret. This is the girl with the short hair. This is the girl that works at the restaurant,
Yeah.
But they don't do that at all, so.
Yeah. And like the girl that works at the restaurant and the girl batting, I can tell those two apart pretty easily. But
They have
the
the
other
shortest
two,
hair, yeah.
the other two, kind of not so much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it doesn't help their names are like not that far apart.
Oh, really? Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
their names, so.
One of them is Sonoda and the other one is Sanada.
Oh, great. Fucking great.
Sonoda Aika and Sanada Maho. So at least their first names are different, but
Yeah. Well, I think the girl that looks young with the long hair is the
Aika.
one doing laundry.
Pretty sure that's Aika.
That's all I can tell. And the other one is the other one.
Yeah, the one cleaning house.
Yeah. Alright, so that's it for the PV. Let's talk about the song. It's drum and bass.
Yeah,
And there's
it's
no rapping, so I don't know why they were labeled a rap unit.
there's rapping.
Uh,
There's rapping at the start.
I, yeah, I guess, but they
Not
make it seem like
much, but
rapping is all they do,
yeah.
like
That's why what you
lyrical
said.
school.
That's why you said, but do it. They're marketed as a rap, EDM. I'm kind of like, I didn't remember much rap in this, but okay.
Yeah, yeah, that's why I think it was weird. Like when I think of rap groups, I think of like RHYMEBERRY and Lyrical School. Rest in
Yeah,
peace, Lyrical School. But yeah, it's just it's like the intro to the verse basically is the rapping part. So
yeah.
yeah,
I don't
it's
mind their voices,
yeah, I think it's fine. I think it's a good song.
but I have no idea who's rapping.
Yep.
Is it the short-haired girl?
I'm assuming when they focus on the member at a certain point, like when they have solo stuff, they're the ones doing the singing. That's my guess. But that's just
Maybe.
a guess.
Maybe. I have no idea.
That's a guess. I really don't know.
Yeah, me either.
But yeah, I think the melody's really nice. It's like weirdly catchy and kind of energetic in the chorus and kind of uplifting, but at the same time has like this mysterious feel to it.
Yeah, I almost feel like this is a cast off Up Up Girl song.
Mm, I don't see that, but sure.
It just kind of feels like something Up Up Girls could do, but probably wouldn't do.
They've done drum and bass before. I think Seven Piece was a drum and bass influenced song, but I don't think this is that kind of style melodically.
So, I don't know. It's kind of how it feels to me. It's not a bad song. I'm not that into it.
I like this quite a bit, actually. So
I love the Bacardi like promotion right in the middle of it,
yeah,
towards the last half of it.
get drunk.
But sure. Well, the one girl's working at a bar making drinks, and then
Yeah.
she's doing dishes. There's a Bacardi glass in the in the sink.
All right.
But yeah, I don't know. This song isn't doing it for me. I
Right.
want I want something that's like 24, 64 beat, upbeat, really poppy music.
Yeah, I'm the same way, but can't get it all the time.
No, and I'd probably get really annoyed if I did.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's kind of a double-edged sword there. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind listening to this song, but I'm not gonna like go out of my way to listen to it. That's kind of how I feel.
Yep. All right. You want to rate it?
I'll give the song a 76. It's not as catchy for me as the previous song, as Pimm's. The PV, I'll give like a 60. It's shot well, but there's nothing to let you know who the members are. We've complained about introduction PVs, but for a debut group, it tends to work out better if you have something that says, hey, this is who I am, and this is what I do. And they just assume you already know.
Yep.
So,
PV, I'll give a 67. It's shot nice, but it's a really boring PV. I could probably even go lower, but at least it's shot nicely. It looks good, even though it's kind of faded, but I get the look that they're going for. Song, I'll give an 80. I think it's really catchy, and it's, it's not a song I would listen to all the time because, really, like you said, I prefer more upbeat pop songs, but I think this has an upbeat feel to it at points, so it's kind of intriguing song. And Koutei Camera was doing something a little different than other groups, so I'm glad to see that they're back with new members.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do in the
I bet they'll do the same thing as Koutei Camera Girl.
break up and create a new group.
Maybe. We'll start taking bets on what they would be called. Koutei Camera. I don't know.
Politicians.
Great. So that's Koutei Camera Actress, Migi Hidari. Next up, Sakidori Hasshinkyoku. Song's called Karimen Destiny.
What is Karimen?
Karimen is a temporary license. So once you're 15 years old and you can start driving around with an adult, you have a Karimen. I don't know what the laws are for Japan, but I believe it's 20 to drive, I think, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, so... Or 18, I don't remember. But, yeah, if you have, like, the license where you're not allowed to drive by yourself is a Karimen. It's not just for cars, it's also for, like, you know, other things that require a license. But, yeah. They took that concept of temporary licenses and they applied it to cars and racing.
Yeah. I kind of wondered why it was all like cars and racing.
Yeah.
I didn't quite get the connection there, so that makes sense. I can't say I was overly impressed with the theme of the video. It seemed rather boring for being a car type thing.
Yeah, I guess, but there hasn't been anything like this in a while, so it's really refreshing for me. No one's done anything like interesting with a car, really. And they're in like a driving school.
Yeah, they're on the like practice lap or
Yeah, it's
course.
It's cool. I think it's cool. It's different.
I would have preferred it if they had been like, you know, gone through and done a course with them or put them in like a race car. And
I don't know if I want them driving a race car.
Well, no, not driving, but have somebody else driving and showing their reactions to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that would have been fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it comes off very budgety, even though they're in like a interesting location or whatever. But it definitely feels a little empty.
This is weird. There's 5 girls on the homepage, but only 4 profiles.
Maybe they added someone.
Maybe.
Or they haven't updated the site.
That's very possible.
Yeah.
But yeah, beyond that, you know, I didn't find much interest in the PV.
Yeah. I think it's kind of charming because we just haven't seen something like this in a while. But yeah, doesn't have much of a replay factor.
It was definitely cute.
Yeah. First couple times, yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, didn't feel it.
The song, it's written by Asano Takashi. I think is his name, Takashi, yeah. He's the guy who wrote a bunch of songs for Lady Baby, Otome Shinto, Shachihoko, Denpagumi. So he's Nijikon, like he's been everywhere basically. And I felt like this song sounded like something like Festive would do, or early, what is that fucking group that videos are blocked for? God damn it, I can't remember. So they had a the song has a very specific sound for me, and even in within like typical idol pop, and it has even within that genre is a very specific sound of like festive-ish and Dempagumi-ish kind of sound, and it makes a lot of sense because he wrote songs for Dempagumi.
Yeah, I can see it. I would not. He doesn't have as distinct a sound as some of the other producers do,
Right.
where you can like go, yeah, that's you know, Sunkyo, or that's uh, Tadine, or something like that.
I think his synth sound is very similar to stuff I've heard in other idol songs. So
But I could definitely see, knowing who it is, the similarities between them.
yeah, and I think the song is pretty catchy. It's not great, but it's pretty catchy. Left
I
a
would,
melody stuck in my head.
yeah, I would say this is probably the catchiest song of the night for me.
I can't go that far, but it is a catchy song.
Yeah, I would go that far. I'm not going to say it's the best song, but it's probably the catchiest song for me.
Yeah.
And it's probably one I would get really annoyed with.
Yeah, it might be after like 100 listens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's got that beat that I like to just kind of bounce to.
Right. Yeah,
And
it's a bounty song for sure.
the vocals are pretty quick too.
Yep. Yeah, it's a good song. All right, anything else?
No.
Rate it.
I, I, I actually think I would have liked to have seen them drive. Even if it was like go-karts.
Sounds dangerous.
The PV I will give a 72. I think they could have done more with the driving theme, especially with them like waving the checker flag and stuff like that. I think they could have done more with the theme, but they probably couldn't due to budget. The song I will give I'm gonna give it an 80. It's the biggest earworm for me tonight, I would say.
I'll give the PV a 72 like you did. It's shot nicely. It's a cute PV, but it's lacking a little something, a little bit more over the topness maybe. A little bit more flash, I guess. It's missing that. Song, I'll give a 79. It's catchy as hell. Not sure if I'd listen to it a lot, but I would put on my playlist. It's Sakidori Hasshinkyoku, Karimen Destiny. Next up, RHYMEBERRY. The song is called Gaman.
I don't want to endure.
No?
No.
Like this guy endured his entire PV here.
Yeah.
So this guy's a manga artist, and he is just enduring shit.
He's like hit that wall. It can't create or something.
Yeah, I mean, manga artists have like the most stressful life I can think of. Just hearing about it, just so much pressure to get things done on time with no help. It's just sounds terrible.
Yeah.
So this guy's a manga artist, and the RHYMEBERRY members act as muses that he can't really see or be inspired by. The members are just there to just kind of watch him like a ghost.
Yeah. Kind of creepy.
Yeah. It's definitely voyeuristic in that way, but yeah, he's stressed out. He's trying to make some cup noodles, and he's waiting 3 minutes for the cup noodles to finish. And
Waiting for the water to boil.
Yeah, he's just impatient, just freaking
Frustrated.
out, like just he's about to pop a vein in his head, just
Yeah.
super mad. And the rest of the PV is like he gets a call from probably his editor or the person in charge of his manga, trying like probably pushing him to finish his latest chapter or something like that. And he starts wrestling him at his house. Probably it's like a dream, I think, because the next
Yeah.
scene he's in bed and sleeping and stuff. So he just has a
Yeah.
lot of pressure, and the song's Gamon, like you said, is about enduring pressures and frustrations, and that's so. I guess it's supposed to be like a motivating kind of song in PV. It's like, yeah, life sucks, but just get through it, and you'll feel better, kind of thing.
Deal with it.
Yeah, deal with it. Yeah, for sure.
I would not want to live this guy's life. That is way too frustrating.
Yeah,
I would not want to live that frustrated all my life. Ugh. I would have an aneurysm and die.
for sure.
No. But yeah, I mean, it was. I don't know if I like this style of PV for them.
Mm-hmm.
If it's the song,
Yeah.
but I don't know, it seemed more focused on him than the members.
Oh, for sure, like 100%. This is a PV about him, not about RHYMEBERRY.
Yeah,
That's probably the biggest concern.
it's just. I don't know. I'm not. They also took it too seriously. That was the other issue I had with it.
Seriously?
Yeah.
What do you mean seriously? This is not a serious.
It just they didn't add enough comedy to it to really make it a funny video.
I mean, it's not really. Yeah, it's not really funny, but I think they did the right amount of goofiness.
I don't.
I don't think they took
did.
it too seriously.
Yeah, I think they did. I think they took it too serious. And I have that. That's definitely something I felt watching it.
Yeah, I don't see that, but okay. I think this is the right way to do a PV where the members are acting as not real people and watching over real life people, which it's happened multiple times, but not sure if I can recall one off the top of my head, but it's happened.
Tsuribit
Yes, you're right. You're right about Tsuribit. So
did one.
yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think it's charming. It's not great, but I think it's charming.
I don't know. I just felt they took this one a little too serious for me. Not enough humor injected into it for me to enjoy it.
I think they try to be funny. I just don't think it was funny. That's my issue, I think.
That very well could be. That very well could be. The manga they show, the artwork rather, at the end in the credits looks pretty good.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm not sure I really like the new RHYMEBERRYs in general. I was never a big fan of Meaty to start with.
Yeah.
And then she went like, I don't know. She had that phase in there where it was just her. And I really didn't like any of that stuff. And now that Yuika and Omochi, is that right? Is it Omochi or?
Yes.
Yeah, it feels like they're trying to get back to what they were when it was still Meaty and Hikaru and the other girl I can't think of.
That other girl.
Yeah, what was her name?
Well, I mean, I think some people would argue that was their peak, so I don't see anything wrong with them trying to capture that.
For me, their peak was their debut.
Yeah, when it had multiple members and DJ Hikaru.
Yeah, when there were like, what, 3...
Well, it just seems like you just have a personal vendetta against Meaty here. That's what it sounds like.
No.
Was she not an original member?
Yeah, I think she was.
Yeah, so what's the issue here?
Well,
They're
I think
trying to be like old Rhymeberry.
they're trying to be like the middle RHYMEBERRY before the breakup.
What was the middle Rhymeberry?
Oh, what was the songs they had? A lot of the stuff that we talked about. Um, ROD,
I don't remember that.
uh, the Read or Die album
I don't
was
remember.
that Winter Jam, that
I
album.
don't. I don't remember that.
Yeah, well, I guess Read or Die was in the middle.
To
But
me, there was the two periods of Rhymeberry is with Hikaru and without Hikaru, and that's the only two periods I have. I don't even have a middle for me. It's just Hikaru or without Hikaru.
the RHYMEBERRY I like was like Hey Brother, Super MCZ
Yeah,
Tokyo.
so like super early.
But Read or Die was in the middle of that.
So it was still super early.
Yeah, it was still super early, and I didn't really care for that.
Yeah.
But also I liked Idol Illmatic, which was their last one before they broke up. But yeah, I don't know. I just that Winter Jam and the ROD feel that they had.
I mean, the music is definitely different. This is a different take on the music for sure. It's not the hey yo, put your hands in the air, check it out, y'all. Like they don't do that music anymore.
Yeah.
So I think that's your issue.
No, because
What will be
I
different
think
then?
that's
What is
super
the
cheesy.
difference?
Maybe it is more than music. It's not as poppy. It's not as happy feeling.
It's pretty happy go lucky if you ask me.
That's not the
Goofy.
feel I get from it.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know, it just feels a little more restrained, maybe.
Okay.
It's not as free. So yeah, I don't know. I just not my flavor.
Yeah. Yeah, this song doesn't really do it for me either. It's fine, but it doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, this is like chili on lime instead of shrimp. Ramen.
Yeah. All right. Anything else?
No.
Rate
Did
it.
we talk? No, yeah, we talked about speed.
Yeah, we talked about the song.
The PV is a solidly done concept. I would give it like a 72. It's not interesting enough for me to rewatch it. The song, I give the song a 70. It just doesn't do it for me.
PV, I'll give a 71. Shot nicely, but yeah, it's not a super interesting PV. But like the direction, the idea, concept is sound. But I don't know. I guess the execution or the final product is not my style. But I like the fact that there are ghosts or inspirations to the manga artist and stuff. I like his story, but yeah, just overall not all that fun in the end. Song, I'll give a 72. It's catchy, but yeah, it just doesn't do it for me. That's RHYMEBERRY Gaman. And next up, Tsuribit Fushigina Tabi wa Tsuzuku no Sa. And to preface our discussion, this is a opening theme song to the anime Mira no Kaikata, which is a story about a teenage boy who owns a miniature mummy and he has to keep it as a pet. Great.
Okay.
Just great. Yes. That's an anime. It's real.
I mean, okay.
But yeah, Tsuribit, they get to do a anime opening song. It's fucking great.
I'm sure Missing is happy about this.
Oh yeah.
Um, it makes me. This is the opening theme song.
I believe so.
Wow. I. Now it actually makes me want to go watch the anime.
Well, the anime is not like some intense horror show. It's like this cutesy slice of life comedy thing. It's not supposed to be intense, you know? It's not like typical shonen anime where you need rock instrumentals. This is probably the perfect song for a comfy slice of life show about keeping a cute mummy, miniature mummy as a pet. And when I say mummy, it's just a little mascot that has bandages wrapped all over it. There's no blood, no guts spilling out. There's no rotting teeth. Like, it's like this cute miniature mascot thing. So it's not... I think this song fits that.
I'd almost say... I don't know. This seems a little... almost... too mellow for an opening theme.
That all depends on the show.
Yeah, that's why I kind of now want to go watch it.
Yeah.
Like, what show would have this as the theme song?
Like I said, a comfy slice of life comedy.
Yeah.
I don't think it's all that surprising, but sure. I think this song is really solid. I think melodically really good.
It fits in with Tsuribit's regular, standard idolish pop stuff.
No, I think it's more than that. I think this is not like a standard idol pop song. This has like elements of Shibuya Kei. This has like almost like flamenco Spanish guitar-ish things going on, but it's with an electric guitar. I don't know how to describe it. It's like a folk pop song. So I don't think it's their typical sound at all. I think it's different. And also the bridge is hella good. I had to look her name up because I don't know the names of Tsuribit members, but Konishi Ayu has a solo bridge thing going on, and it's really, really, like, well done. Really well done. Good performance, and her voice reminded me of Tamai Shiori from Momoklo, so 10 points plus for that.
I don't know who that is.
Tamai Shiori? You're not familiar with Tamai Shiori?
The girl in Tsuribit.
The one girl that sings in the bridge. You don't know who that is.
What did you say her name was?
Konishi Ayu. I had to look it up. She's literally the only person that sings in the bridge. That's why I looked her up. But her vocal performance is really good.
I did notice that when I was listening to their songs. Like, these girls are pretty decent singers.
Yeah, you're okay.
I would say there's... I can't say for, exactly how good they are, because there's not a wide range to the song.
Yeah, for sure.
But, yeah, it's very nice to listen to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pleasant.
But it's way too mellow for me.
Yeah.
Way too mellow for me.
Yeah, I mean, for me too, but I think this is just so well done and the melody's so nice that I would listen to it even if I'm not in the mood.
I guess I have to remember here too that this is only going to be shown for like a minute. It's not actually going to be the full PV or the full song that's going to be played every day.
Yeah, for the anime?
Yeah. So they're going to pick like the best minute of the song.
Well, it's always the intro, the verse, the pre-chorus, and the chorus, and they usually cut to the end after that. So, yeah. You get the chorus. You don't get the bridge, unfortunately, but I think the bridge is the best part, which I don't say at all, ever.
That's not surprising.
Yeah.
Yeah, Also, didn't much care for the video.
Yeah, the video is just plain as hell.
Yeah. It's them in a Western-looking mansion dancing in the foyer.
Yep.
With, what, a piano and a couple of guitars in the background?
And a drummer.
Oh, is there a drummer back there?
Yeah.
The
Yeah, you see a couple shots of the drums by himself.
The shot I was in didn't show the drummer. So.
Yeah. Yeah, it's... I think this is a PV. If you like Tsuribit a lot, you'll probably enjoy. It focuses on the members very well. I could do without the blooming white Japan filter.
God, yes.
It is really, really present here. So
yeah, it's terrible.
I don't... God, I know what they're going for. They're trying to be like fantastical and, you know, kind of folksy or whatever. But yeah, it doesn't help. I'd rather have sharp, crisp colors.
Especially not in the close-up shots where it's like, oh my god! And there's a little kind of faded image of them in the corner.
Yeah. It doesn't look very good.
No. No,
But,
it does
yeah,
not.
I mean, it's you know, they used a good camera, I think, from what I can tell. But the filtering is, not great.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's literally nothing else. There's just a couple of members solo shots, and that's about it. So it's a really boring PV.
And the choreo's not that interesting to watch.
Yeah, it's, you know, idol choreo. It's there.
Yep.
It's there to give the members something to do, so.
Yeah. It's there to make them not look dead while they sing.
Right. All right. Anything else?
No.
Rate it.
I will give this song I give it a 76. It's well done, but it's not my style. So it's not for me. But if you like that type of thing, go for it. The PV, I'll give I'm gonna have to give this one like a 58. It's not interesting at all. And I definitely don't like the filtering on it.
Yeah. PV for me 61. It's shot okay, but yeah, the filtering is really aggressive. It's too much. And there's literally nothing else in the PV. There's no theme or concept to the PV. It's just them in a Western-looking house, and that's it. So, song, I'm going to give it an 84. I think it's really catchy. The bridge is fantastic. This might end up becoming my favorite Tsuribit song at one point. So, that's Tsuribit. That's not. There's like 2 Tsuribit songs I like, so it's not, you know. It's not a very positive take on their discography from my end.
Yeah. I'm not even sure there's 2.
Yeah. They had a good song last year, so. It's Tsuribit, Shigina Tabiwa Tsuzuki no Sa. And that's it for the regular portion of the podcast. But we're going to try something a little different here tonight. Since we missed last week's show, we're a little bit backed up. So we're going to talk about a couple more PVs. But we're going to do something called the Rapid Fire Ratings. Ratings. That's the section where we talk about a couple PVs that we're just going to quickly rate and give our thoughts on real quickly. It's just the rating portion of every discussion. We're just not going to get into a long discussion about it. So let's give it a try. We'll see how it works out. See if you guys like it, so we can talk about more PVs. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see if we can keep continuing with it. But let's talk about Two Left to Sweet Bullet, Draco. Give me your thoughts on it and rate it for me.
They should have never put Japanese culture in the subtitle of this video, or the scrolling text of the video. Let's put it that way. This is
a
Japanese culture.
Yeah.
No, this is Japanese subculture. This is not Japanese culture. This is not mainstream Japanese culture.
No.
Uh, yeah, and I don't like the very narrow camera view with the ancient or antique Japanese art in the background. Um, I just don't like that style of shot. And if this is Japanese electronics, no, thank you. I don't like this song. This song is very over auto tune and just way too electronic for me. Um, I gave the song a 33 and the PV a 40.
Holy shit. Oh god, I'm not quite that low on it. I thought this is the best Too Love Too Sweet Bullet song. That's not saying much because I really don't like their music. They always have like weird
Wow.
instrumentation and weird sounds going on. I'll give the song like a 63. It does have catchy moments, but like you said, it's auto-tuned to hell, and the verse is just so... I don't mind repetitiveness that much, but this is going overboard. PV, I'll give 65. I think it's an interesting concept. It's goofy as shit, but like there's like CG anime girls randomly doing the romance otage moves, and it's so weird with the ukiyo-e paintings blended in the background. It is a fucking weird ass PV. I like that they went for it, and it looks decent, but it just fucking... It doesn't make sense at all, and this is definitely not Japanese culture. God, it's so weird.
It's Japanese subculture.
I mean, I think that what they're saying is like the ukiyo-e paintings and ninjas doing the otage. That's Japanese, right? There's a samurai dude. That's a Japanese thing, right? I think that's what they're trying to say, not like this PV in general as Japanese culture.
I would say otage is definitely something very Japanese. I don't know too many other cultures that have
No, but that's a subculture though.
created that.
Right, but I'm talking
But
like the
yeah.
ukiyo-e paintings, the samurai, the
Yeah.
ninja guys. Not talking about the dancing, the anime girls. I mean, the anime is kind of... That's Japanese culture.
Yeah,
Sort of.
sort
I
of.
mean, it's
but
worldly accepted, I guess, at this point. But yeah, it's just fucking weird.
and what does carbon nanofiber tubes have to do with
I
anything to do with Japanese culture?
Carbon nanofiber. They're tubes, man. They're light tubes.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. That's Too Love Too Sweet Bullet. Vega is a song. Next one is La PomPom. Give Me.
This one was better. This one was quite a
yes.
bit better. I wasn't. I guess I was overly impressed with the PV, but they did do some interesting effects with the doubling, quadrupling, whatever. There's like 6 rows of the members in there.
Yeah.
The school play courtyard dance shots were all right, and I would say the choreo was at least somewhat interesting to watch. And I enjoyed the song. It's pretty typical idol style, and they're not terribly great singers, but they're not too bad. So I enjoyed it. I'd give the song a 70, and the PV a 65.
I'll give the PV a 68. It's shot kind of awkwardly. The lighting is weird. It looks... I don't know. It looks like the members are made out of clay or plastic or something. It just... The lighting just sucks. And, you know, overall, it's not an interesting PV. They're just dancing around in a school. Outfits are interesting. They're different, I guess. They look idly. They're supposed to be like a dance and vocal unit, so I thought they would go for something a little more in that regard, but those look like idol outfits.
They kind of got that, like, marching band feel to them.
Yeah, for sure. Like stuff you see from like AKB, for sure.
Yeah.
The song I'm gonna give an 83. I think it's really, really catchy, and now that Gem is disbanding, this could be something that potentially you can't. They can't replace Gem. They can't. Gem has a special place in my heart, but I'm willing to open my heart up for another dance and vocal unit that does songs like this. similar in stylings to like E-Girls or Gem or Fairies or whatever. So
A little
yeah,
more upbeat than what TGS does,
yeah, for sure.
or poppier than what TGS does.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. So yeah, 83 on the song. I have high hopes for them, except they do a lot of covers, but
Hmm.
they do covers of really popular songs and they do anime openings, so future is kind of bright.
At least they'll have work.
Yep. So that's La Pompon. And last but not least, namakopuriZ. Song's called Mazinger Z.
Oh. Who authorized this?
The original composer of the song authorized it because he literally hands the Mazinger robot helmet to the member of namakopuriZ.
And why was Inflow involved in this?
I don't know.
This, what would you call this music? Synth, uh, techno, electronic?
Electronic weirdness.
I wouldn't say EDM. I wouldn't dance
It's
to
not.
this.
Yeah, it's not like dancey. It's just electro synth thing.
And it's not pop either.
It's all over the place.
Um,
Wub
I-
wubs.
yeah, it's got a little dubstep in there.
Yeah.
I don't know why anybody bothered to remake this song.
Because it's an amazing song.
Yeah, originally,
Yeah, it was amazing.
even if it is from what, like the 70s?
Yeah, it's from like 72, 73, something like that.
I mean, and even I know this song. But no, this remake of it is no, it's terrible. The PV, I don't even understand half of what's going on with the PV. Besides the fact she's going around getting like pictures and outfits.
Yeah, she's basically completing her Mazinger cosplay. Getting it bedazzled and painted and shit. And at the end,
Okay.
she completes it.
Why did she have to go to a DJ to put it on?
I think it said the DJ was supposed to give her powers to the helmet or something. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's what it said in the subtitle, at least.
I don't know. She looks old too, which doesn't help. I mean, at least if she was, I'm not gonna go there. The song gets a 10 because, ugh, no, the PV, because it had a solid concept and they knew what they wanted. It got a 50. But other than that, I didn't care for any of it. I didn't know any of the people they were showing in it, despite the fact that you had to give them all names.
Yeah. I'll give the PV a 58. It just so try hard in every imaginable way, and it's too much. It's aggressive, and it's, hey, we're so weird. It's too much for me. I can't do it. I can't do it. But the song, I'll give a 70. It's mostly due to the fact that the original song is really catchy, and it has a very special place in my heart, because I'm a huge fan of the Super Robot Wars series, and Mazinger appears in basically every single one of the games, so, you know, I have a soft spot for this song, because that song plays every time I click on Mazinger to move him across the chessboard, and yeah.
No.
Even the aggressive dubstep could not ruin it for me.
No. I did not let nostalgia or anything affect my view of this.
Oh, but the horn and then the yelling of breast fire and rocket punch, like, oh, it's so iconic, and I just
No.
I let my bias affect it. I'm sorry. So yeah, that's it. That's it. I'm gonna lose brain cells if we keep playing that song. I'm just gonna keep playing the original now, just to counter that energy. But yeah, that's the rapid fire ratings. So if you like that, let us know. If you didn't like that, also let us know by following us on Twitter at YoshiRect and at Draco60. But before we end the show, we're gonna pick the MVPV of the night. I thought there were pretty solid stuff in here, so I feel like anyone can take it. Who you got?
Are we including the rapid fire ones?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Then I would probably go with Pimm's and the PomPom.
Yeah. Wow, that's the same exact ones. I thought you were gonna like Sakidori or Koutei Camera more, but okay. Actually, I think my top two might be Tsuribit and PomPom. But
I couldn't go with Tsuribit for the PV.
yeah, no, I'm okay with accepting your,
And
because I feel the same way. The PV was not good.
and the same with Koutei Camera
Right.
Actress.
Yeah.
I didn't think the PV was all that great.
So you like Pimm's here?
Yeah.
All right, I'm okay with Pimm's. Pimm's would be like my second runner-up for the number 2 or number 1. It's like my top 3 would be Pimm's, Tsuribit, and PomPom. So, I like PomPom. Maybe the score didn't reflect it, but I think after listening to it again, I think I like the PomPom song the most out of anything that we talked about. But the PV, I feel like PomPom's PV wasn't that bad either.
Yeah.
Like, Pimm's PV wasn't very good either, so I feel like...
Yeah, it wasn't great.
I think I actually prefer PomPom's PV over Pimm's. So my number 1 would be PomPom, actually. But I'm okay with Pimm's if you want to give it to Pimm's.
No, I'm fine with the PomPom.
You're cool with PomPom too?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. We'll go with PomPom. Give me. I know we put it in the rapid fire section, but we suggest everyone check it out. There's a couple good songs here, and not so much the PVs, I think, but the songs were pretty solid tonight.
No, namakopuriZ would not get MVPV. That would get like least valuable player.
LVP.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's gonna do it for the show. Like I said, follow me on Twitter at YoshiRect. Follow Draco on Twitter at Draco60. We stream usually every Saturdays around 7 p.m. Eastern time. We did a little bit of a weird show this week because Draco was busy. But we should be back to our regular schedules, and Chase should be wrapping up his familial duties hopefully next week, and he should be rejoining us for a more consistent basis, hopefully. Fingers crossed. And we do stream at twitch.tv/NewSchoolKaidon. David has a show on Wednesday nights. I have a show on Friday nights, and we do our podcast Saturday nights. So a couple of shows per week. Check them out. They've all been fun the past couple weeks, so we'll be doing more of that.
What do you do on Friday nights?
Friday, I'm just going to stream whatever I feel like. I don't know. I don't really have a plan for this week yet. Actually, I do. To tease it, it's going to be a game show. I don't know if it's going to be fun or interesting, but it will be a game show. So...
Okay.
Tune into that. It might be fun. So that'll be Fridays next week. So anything else, Draco?
No.
All right. That's going to do it for the show. We'll see you guys next week.
Later.